Cinema Worms.
Discussing everything from Grima Wormtongue to the Shy Halib.
I'm Sabib.
And I'm Linz.
And this is Cinema Worms Podcast.
Yo, we are coming in hot with Oscar chat and Oscars predictions.
Okay, please watch/listen to this before the Oscars in a few hours / whenever
Make
it's
time
airing.
in your schedule to put everything down. Your baby's crying, put it down. Your dinner's boiling over, put it down. Turn it off.
Or more likely,
Turn
just
your baby off. Put your oven down.
listen to this in the background while we talk a bit of shit unpreparedly for a little bit. Okay, so we want to talk about the Oscars, overrated, overhyped, award season peak. Okay, we're going to talk about our general impressions about the nominations.
We're going to skim through some categories, throw out some stuff.
Yeah.
Thoughts. We haven't seen, there's only a couple of categories where we have seen everything in that category.
Yeah.
Normally we would have seen a bit more, but as you know, I'm almost finished my doctorate and I'm friggin' tired and we've been planning a wedding, so there's lots of reasons why we haven't seen as much.
Brain fog, fatigue, depression prevented me from fully committing to see all of these films.
It is real. The fatigue is extremely real.
But we see so many films.
Fatigue.
Yeah, we see so many films. We tried, okay, y'all? We tried.
Yeah.
All right. And then we'll say, like, who we think's going to win, who we prefer to win, and then maybe some films we thought should have been nominated. So this, but it'll be real fast. Okay.
All right, hit me. Right.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to start just saying random shit. Should we go category by category?
Yeah, let's not be insane.
Should we start with Best Picture? I think we should start.
I think we should start as they have it in the Oscars. They have it in a nice little list laid out for us on the website.
Okay.
Actor in a leading role. Hit me with that category. Who are the nominees here?
Okay, so we have Timothée Chalamet, Marty Supreme, Leonardo in One Battle After Another.
He's just like Cher. He doesn't even get a second name now.
Yeah. I like it. Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, Wagner Moura, The Secret Agent. Oh, guys, I goofed. I did not see The Secret Agent this week. I was supposed to. I fully skipped it.
I am seeing it tomorrow. I also skipped it because I was too busy, and I'm seeing it tomorrow, which is useless to me. But I am really excited because it is supposed to be really good.
Okay.
So, what are your thoughts? Who do you reckon? I mean, we have seen 3 of these films, and I at least am going to see the 4th tomorrow. What do you think from
we've seen Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Mm-hmm. So I think Michael B. Jordan could win for Sinners.
If he doesn't, I'm sorry, but it's like a crying shame. I will revolt. I'll start throwing things, I think, at this point, because like he played 2 roles.
Yeah.
Come on, the guy did 2 jobs and you're not going to give him an Oscar? And you made them distinct performances even though they were twins?
He was great. Like, the thing is, I'll tell you about Sinners when we talk about Best Picture, and I'm going to have a review coming out soon, so you can check it out on Writer's Mosaic. But there's a lot of thoughts in Sinners. I think it's like a brilliant yet flawed film. So I think about that when I think about his performance, which is like perfection, honestly. Yeah, why not? You know, I always think Leo is just hitting it out of the park. But I would give it to Michael B. Jordan because it's a little more interesting. Actor in a supporting role.
All right.
Benicio, One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo, Sinners. Sean Penn, One Battle After Another. Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value. Okay, and I have not been following the Oscar hype train because honestly it makes me sick. I wrote an article about this, or like a blog post about this in like 2014 about how like sick I was of the Oscar hype train.
Oh, you're so cool.
No, 2013. Yeah, okay. I was like...
All right.
Anyway, who do you think's going to win? Who do you want to win?
You know, I can... We
haven't seen Frankenstein yet. Sorry, Jacob.
I can see a good argument for Sean Penn because his character was so distinctive that I still hate him even now, even though I've sort of forgotten some of the points about One Battle After Another because the film itself did not impress me that much, but Sean Penn was so despicable that I do remember and hate him. I also think Stellan Skarsgård did a really great job in Sentimental Value, but I do think he was kind of playing himself to a certain extent. So it makes it kind of hard. I do think Delroy Lindo, because
I think he's good. I guess he's going to win.
I think he's a shoo-in for this because Benicio del Toro, while I really like him, he's been in a bunch of great films. He's a great actor. He wasn't really that much in One Battle After Another. It felt like he was kind of there, but I just, I don't know. Like, if you were... I can see why he has been nominated, but it just... I don't feel like he did enough for this. That's just my personal...
And, okay, while I think that Delroy Lindo, I think he is going to win and that he should win. I'm trying to remember the film he was in 2022 that I was absolutely obsessed with, or what was it? Oh no, it was 2020, Da 5 Bloods. Okay.
Yes, Da 5 Bloods.
He's going to win because the major scene he was in when they're driving in the car and he's like remembering a traumatic situation and how that scene, he just weaves in and out of memory and the moment is so brilliant, and he is so brilliant. That's the only real scene I remember him in, like making an impression. And then at the train station when they like solicited him to come with them.
Yeah, he was good then.
He's amazing when he's in the film. He's not in the film that much. People have won Oscars for this level of like couple scenes. So I think he's going to win it because he's Delroy Lindo and because he should have already won an Oscar.
I mean, that's again but I do think that there's a good argument to be made for Sean Penn. But just a horrible character, but we do remember him. Like,
I think Sinner's going to sweep.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yeah.
All right, I want to
actress.
I want to do these ones. Okay, so actress in a leading role, we have Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue, Renee Rensiv for Sentimental Value, and Emma Stone for Begonia. Now, we know from all the prediction websites that Jessie Buckley is like a kind of a shoo-in here. You know that I like Jessie Buckley. I don't know that I agree with her Oscar if she wins it here. That being said, I have not seen If I Had Legs I'd Kick You yet or Song Sung Blue. So I really... Emma Stone did a great job in Begonia. I mean, so did Renee Rensiv in Sentimental Value. And I know that people have been really talking up Rose Byrne. What do you think?
Okay.
Here's your prediction here.
I'm going to guess Jessie Buckley. I love Jessie Buckley. She's amazing in everything she's in.
Hamnet? Yeah. Was it an Oscar-worthy performance?
Yeah,
when you think
do.
of the others?
I do. I love Renee Rensiv. You know, I love the two films I've seen of her by that director.
Okay.
But I have not seen Rose Byrne's or Kate Hudson's performances. Emma Stone was brilliant in Begonia, but she's already won a few Oscars, so she can take a break. And that movie's too bonkers.
Okay, it was a great film though. Do you know what Song Sung Blue is about? It's the Neil Diamond tribute. It's Kate Hudson and Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, haven't seen it, so no opinion. She's not going to win.
Yeah.
Jessie Buckley, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
It seems like a lock. If it's not, it'll be a real kind of a surprise upset. And I think she'll go harder after that Oscar after she doesn't get it. No, I think she'll be hungry for it. Hungry hippos for it after Jessie Buckley.
Oh yeah, if she doesn't get it, or if she does.
If she doesn't get it, why would she be hungry if she does get it?
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was like, she would have been satiated.
Okay. Actress in a supporting role, very similar here. We've got Elle Fanning for Sentimental Value, as well as Inga Ibsdottir Lilius for Sentimental Value, Amy Madigan for Weapons, Wunmi Mosaku for Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. Again, you could make quite a few cases
This
here.
is a bonkers category.
I would not like to be the people who I'm sorry, I like Elle Fanning, but I don't think it was an Oscar performance from her for this one. I've liked her in other stuff, but I just don't understand why she was nominated for that here. Amy Madigan, it would be nuts if she won it for being just a horrible crazy old witch, but I like, fair enough, I like it. So
amazing.
For me, it's between Mosaku and Taylor, but again, Taylor, kind of an awful character, but really charismatic. Really interesting. I don't remember much of One Battle, but like I remember her. You know, she really stood out. So who's your pick here? What do you think?
For who I think is going to win, Wunmi Mosaku. Wunmi's been on the Sinners train, hype train. So
man, she was really good. Like
she is really good.
That was an Oscar worthy performance to me. Like
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
She's really good. all of these performers, I think, or several of them are the Amy Madigan, Wunmi Mosaku, and Tiana Taylor. In my mind, could either of them could all either three could win.
It's going to be kind of a toss-up.
But I think it'll be Wunmi.
Do you know what I kind of? This is like, okay, I'm going to say something very controversial. I think I would have liked One Battle After Another more if Tiana Taylor had been playing DiCaprio's part and he had been playing her part in some way. If we just got to spend the film with her being sort of low-key batshit and like trying to track down her daughter, I think I wanted just to see more of her and less of him.
You know, I don't necessarily agree, but that would have been a fun film.
I just wanted to hang out with her more and as her character. I found him a bit.
He has a big rating, so maybe it could have been a little more equal.
Yeah.
Do you want to skip to cinematography?
Well, I wanna firstly say that Zootopia 2, I fell asleep during it, so I don't think it was as good as Zootopia 1. Let's talk about some casting, because, I mean, well, actually no, never mind. Fuck the casting. Let's go for cinematography. Nominees: Dan Lawson for Frankenstein, Darius Konji for Mario Supreme, Michael Bowman for One Battle After Another, Autumn Durald Arkapaw, great name, for Sinners, and Adolfo Veloso for Train Dreams. Now, we haven't seen Frankenstein or Train Dreams, but like, holy hell, the cinematography in the others was very clearly one style, you know, all the way through. Do you have any preference, one over the other? Anything scream Oscar to you? I mean,
Sinners gonna sweep. Sinners is gonna sweep.
Yeah. I actually think Sinners could sweep costume design as well, because I don't think that you can really. You know,
I watched a whole. Okay, we're skipping the costume design. Yeah, let's do it.
Because I think. Okay,
I loved One Battle After Another cinematography though.
Yeah, it was some of the road scenes were pretty cool.
Amazing. I mean, it's more editing, I guess, but okay.
Okay.
This is Zabib. Just got to say, the cinematography for Sinners, I did not emphasize how amazing it is.
Most important thing that we're about to come on. Now we've done the actors, director.
Okay. Yeah, let's skip.
All right.
Costume design. I watched a really interesting video about them talking about Hamnet with the costume designer, so you should check it out. I don't really know or care much about the other films. Okay. Directing.
This is one of your big ones.
Okay. Hamnet, Chloe Zhao, Marty Supreme, Josh Safdie, One Battle After Another, Paul Thomas Anderson, Sentimental Value, Joachim Trier, Sinners, Ryan Coogler.
I'm sorry, but it has to be Ryan Coogler. And I really, I think in any other year, like, Hamnet probably would have done it, but there was something about Hamnet that just left me a little bit cold. I don't know what it is. I wanted more from it. It didn't quite connect with me in the way that I hoped. Sentimental Value, I really liked it, but again, for some reason, I did not like it quite as much as I thought I was going to going in. There was just, I thought they were going to be like 10 out of 10s, and they were both 8 out of 10s, or 8.5s. There was just something a little bit missing. Sinners was like, I remember sitting in the theater thinking, holy shit, what an experience. Oh, damn. Like,
I think a lot of people did.
I'm watching something that I feel I'm literally watching something unfold that might change the way that we make films from this point on.
I agree. And that's what's so funny to me. And we'll talk about it with Best Picture. Sinners is going to sweep, I feel like. This is almost racist to say this. I preferred One Battle After Another, but they're not comparable.
But that's because
they're not comparable.
You're a PTA girl.
Yeah, I love Paul Thomas Anderson. I mean, even that film, I told you it was a 9 out of 10. Like, there is something about it where it doesn't take that final step in certain ways to make it emotionally deeper and authentic, but that's fine because I was just at the edge of my seat the entire time. It's almost perfection. Sinners, the thing with Sinners is, okay, Ryan Coogler's direction is it's his vision for this film. I'm talking about it in my review, is epic. It's revolutionary. So he really created something entirely unique. So he'll probably win. I love Chloe Zhao though as a person too, and as a director. So anyway, he's gonna win for Sinners. Yeah, and I like Sentimental Value. I love that director. If I have to pick my favorite director on this list, it's Joachim Trier, actually. Just from the way he sees the world. Okay, editing. It's like a lot of the same films. It's F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, Sinners. It'll be... Okay. I don't think Sinners should win Best Film Editing. I think that would be bonkers.
Really?
I think it should be one battle after another.
I mean, what about the like all of the dance scene though, when he's kind of going through?
That's, to me, that's nothing to do with editing. That's to do that I can remember. It's to do with the way it's filmed, just the cinematography, all of that.
No, I think
thought
it's editing as well.
I did not like the editing.
I do think
in
that,
Sinners. In the second half specifically.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, I disagree because, again, you know that I really didn't care for One Battle After Another. I can't believe we're coming out so opposite on the sides of this, where I'm like, give Sinners all the things and take them from one battle after another and put it in a little cage.
But
and
the thing is, it's a more, it's like in a way, Sinners, I almost am like on that film's side more because of the things it's doing. One Battle After Another almost has this like black heart.
I mean, okay. I think we're just going to come to... I think this is just down to personal thing. You know that I haven't liked a lot of Paul Thomas Anderson stuff. I think this is just like a mismatch with me and this vibe. Whereas Sinners hit a real specific vibe for me that I was like, oh damn. This is like when you're at a concert and everything starts hitting right and the crowd is moving, and that feeling that you get is like, oh yeah, I'm in the moment. This moment will never happen again. These people will never be here together again. Like something is building and building and gonna go down.
I have to agree with
know?
you. And
it
just
felt like something.
I agree. We have not seen, we've only seen like a couple of the international feature films, so
We've seen 3 of them. I've seen 3 of them.
you've seen 3 of them.
So I
yeah.
have seen, let me see. So, okay, the nominees for international feature are The Secret Agent, coming from Brazil, which, as I said, we haven't seen. I'm going to see it tomorrow. It Was Just an Accident from France, Sentimental Value from Norway, Surat from Spain, and The Voice of Hindu Rajab from Tunisia. Oh my god, if I had my way, it would be Surat. I didn't really like It Was Just an Accident. I felt like it was lacking something. And again, I like Sentimental Value for what it was. It just wasn't everything that I hoped it was going to be. Surat blew me away. I may never see a film that will blow me away like that. Not this year. I would be very surprised. It felt like, do you have that one standout where you go in knowing nothing and you come out thinking, my mind is blown. I feel like my soul has been changed by this film. It reminded me why I go and see films.
I'm so glad you loved it.
It affirmed my soul in some horrible little way.
I think a lot of people felt that way about Surat.
I think if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you're like, it's a bit whatever. But oh my god, it ticked every box for me. It punched me right in my gut.
I'm so happy for you.
I loved it so much. So yeah, I think if it does, I mean, it's great that it's been nominated, but I do think it deserves. It does. It offers something, and it goes so much further than, to the best of my knowledge, the other films. I guess we'll see.
I think I want to hear people's thoughts on Surat, because that is a gut punch of a film.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to skip through some things, and we can maybe just pick them from, if you have any impressions on original score.
I mean, so listen, like, I think we talked in the Begonia episode of Cinema Worms about the composer being given like 3 words from the director and like an image of Emma Stone with her hair like bald or something, and he was like, go and make a whole score based on this, and the composer was like, okay, and he did, and it was great. And given what I know he had to work with, he did an amazing job. If I didn't know that little tidbit of information, would I have been as impressed? I don't know. I did remember thinking the score fits this film very well. Whether or not that felt... It does feel like a little bit when you put your Green Knight soundtrack on and it's just horrible, discordant squeaking and creaking.
It's even worse than that.
I know. I suppose you want the vinyl of this as well, just to torture
I would say the Green Knight sounds more like the Poor Thing soundtrack, also by
Yes,
Dirksen Fendrix. Yeah. But this one is another level of dissonant.
I don't even remember the music in Hamnet, I have to say, and it's something that
I
do pay attention to reasonably, but I don't remember it very well.
It's pleasant listening.
Sort of pleasant, but yeah, just like vague orchestral. In the same way that I know there was music in The Taste of Things, but I don't really remember it. You know, it was sort of nice. I don't know.
One Battle After Another was quite... I mean, that was...
Sort of frenetic.
Yeah. And then, of course, Sinners will probably win.
Yeah, again.
Because it's a good time, man. It's grooving.
I mean, in the same vein, thinking about original song now, It is an absolute crying shame that we have not seen K-pop Demon Hunters yet.
We've been saving it for a long time.
Yes, I don't know why. But...
I've heard Golden, though.
Oh, you have? Is it...
Because my friend made me listen to it like a couple times in a row in a car. And I was like, spoiling the film! You're spoiling the film! Which I haven't seen for months.
Okay, so, but again, I Lied to You was a great tune from Sinners, and I'm really interested to see...
Ooh, that's gonna win.
Okay, really, one of the big main ones left is Best Picture here. So we've got Begonia, we've got F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. I really want to see Train Dreams. I've heard it's really good.
You know, we tried our best. Yeah, I've heard it's good.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of these. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be Sinners. End of story.
There we go.
What else is there to say?
Make your bets, folks.
Okay. And we could, I mean, production design,
what about the
sound, screenplay. Yeah, let's just comment on these things. Okay.
You know what? I mean...
Actually, let's just skip.
I have a question for you. Wait, I have a question for you. Where do you think set dressing comes in under these categories?
Production design.
On the production design. Okay, because I want to say, it's not on here, but you know what I want to recommend for production design that I wish was nominated here and isn't?
What?
Begonia. Do you know why?
Why?
Because every little detail in Begonia points to the plot. And there were things that I noticed, and there were things that I've noticed that I have literally gone and Googled, and nobody else is talking about that I noticed, but they found other things that I didn't notice, and I thought, bloody hell, the person who dressed the set had every single thing in mind when they did it. Even like, it's even down to the very like the decorations, the lampshades, the things that are on tables and stuff around. Everything points to the plot, the narrative, and the eventual outcome, shall we say?
Yes.
For people who haven't seen it.
Okay.
And I was like, damn. When I noticed that, I thought, okay, someone has put a hell of a lot of time into this. They haven't just done their job; they have gone over and above. It's kind of a crying shame.
I agree.
Whoever you were, I love you. I actually did it in the Begonia. I actually went and found their name and shouted them out because I was like, "You're doing a great job! Like, you're just fantastic."
It's a grubby masterpiece. That den of incels.
I mean, but compare it to like this corporate perfect kind of hive-mindy office. Like, it was just so well done.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
And in terms of production design, I'd probably say Hamnet from this list is my favorite. Marty Supreme's production design was it was frenetic. There was so many different locations. It was really good. Even though I just feel like it's just a repeat in a very different way of the other softie films.
I want to ask you, do you think Marty Supreme will, or anyone who's in Marty Supreme, will win anything this Oscars round?
Yeah.
Because old Timmy Chalamet was up for Best Actor, but I'm not sure he's going to get it.
I understand his performance is great, but I just didn't love the film because to me, I was like, this is tiresome, right? It's exciting as hell.
I felt very fatigued about it, yeah.
Yeah, because I've already seen this thing. I'm sorry, it's doing the same thing as Good Time and Uncut Gems. Like, I don't get how everyone isn't saying that. It's like, how many times can you have this basically nihilistic story of a narcissist who's totally self-destructive and things just keep getting worse every single... I know I said that terribly, but like... I like it. Worser every single scene. That's the whole plot. It's done in a beautiful, epic, really ambitious way.
I mean, there's something to be said for the fact that I do normally like films where people continue to make terrible choices and everything gets worse and worse, as you would say. But I did realize halfway through Marty Supreme that I was tired. The film was like draining me in a way, and I wanted to be. I wished I had, sweet. I wanted more. I wanted the candy, as you would say. I felt like I needed to replenish some energy that I was losing from watching this film. I just felt like, listen, how are you have so much energy? You're so young. Like, give it 15 years, you'll be calmer. How are you running? Stop running.
Right.
It was very frenetic. It was, I know what you mean, but then again, Uncut Gems and even Good Time, they were really good films. But I felt like it was Marty Supreme. We sort of enjoyed it, but at the same time, I think we both felt very drained and a bit annoyed by it at the same time.
Yeah. So in terms of the best act, like, Timothy Chalamet, I know everyone hates on him. He is a brilliant actor. He never misses. Every single film he's in is great, and his performances are always
Cough,
great.
cough, Wonka. Okay.
Yes, Wonka's amazing.
Okay, sure.
Literally amazing. So, and he's amazing in it. But I don't think he'll win. I think it'll be Michael B. Jordan. And I wouldn't want him to win for this role, this smarmy ass role where he was smarmy on the press tour. It's just like, not this time, Timmy. Okay. And not today, Timmy. Okay. Final thoughts: adapted screenplay, then original screenplay. Who do you think's gonna win?
Right. For adapted screenplay, we've got Will Tracy for Begonia, Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein, Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell, who wrote the original book of Hamnet for Hamnet. Paul Thomas Anderson wrote and directed One Battle After Another, and Clint Bentley and Greg Quader wrote Train Dreams. Do you know, I mean, we have Hamnet, Maggie O'Farrell's book, and we haven't read it yet, so I feel like I'm not able to comment on that, and maybe I would feel differently if I had read it to see what a close adaptation it is. I like a lot of her other work. This is going to be a bit of an unusual call. I think it could be Will Tracy for Begonia, because it really kept you going. And as someone who often knows what's going to happen in the last part of the film within the first 10 minutes of a film, it took me about halfway through before I realised what was going to happen. That's quite a long time for me.
But remember, it's adapted screenplay.
Yeah, but...
You mean in terms of how they paced it out?
Yeah, but how they paced it out, how they've done it. Like, I know it was based on the original South Korean film, but I thought it was really well done.
I think it'll be... It could be a toss-up between those, honestly, any of them. Mm-hmm. I'm going to guess One Battle After Another.
I mean, if I had to guess, I think it should be Will Tracy, but I think it's going to be Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell for Hamnet. That's my guess. Original screenplay, though, now that is interesting. Now
Sinners.
It probably is Sinners.
So it's Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, or Sinners.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it should be Sinners. What is Blue Moon? I haven't even seen... That's not been referenced anywhere else.
It is. Ethan Hawke was nominated for Blue Moon.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
what is...
So it's a biopic sort of thing.
About who?
This famous guy that did musicals or something.
Oh, right. It's a Richard Linklater film. Wow, how have you not seen this?
I know. I love Richard.
Bobby Cannavale and Andrew Scott's in it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we need to see it.
I mean, it does have a lot of people that I like in it, so...
Yeah.
And Margaret Qualley. Margaret, have a vacation. You're in everything. You and your legs tottering around.
Oh, just going to point out here, I do believe I recognize one of the names of the people, the script collaborators for It Was Just an Accident. And I do believe Mehdi Mahmoudian, is... I think in jail or something for this film. Oh. Jafar Panahi was previously jailed, but he's out of the country. They sentenced him to jail, but they can't get him because he's out of the country.
He was
the brilliance of making these films happen.
He was detained after he condemned the leader of Iran for recent bloodshed. Yeah.
Okay, so, and can we name a few things that we saw that we thought should have been nominated?
Well, before we get to that, because we haven't seen any of the documentaries, which is quite unusual for me because I really like documentaries, but I haven't seen any of them. One of them, I want to read you out the blurb for this because it's called Perfectly a Strangeness, which, by the way, great title. This is the blurb for Perfectly a Strangeness. In the incandescence of an unknown desert, 3 donkeys discover an abandoned astronomical observatory and the universe. At no point in that sentence did I ever know what word was coming next.
That's amazing. It's documentary short, by the way, just to be clear. Hence why probably it could go that weird.
It's an experimental documentary. I really want to watch that. That sounds absolutely fantastic. Very weird. Okay, so
it's also a great name.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So all the films that came out in 25. So it's things like Die My Love and Mastermind and Hot Milk and...
Okay, remember... what's the film that we absolutely adored, based on the Stephen King
Life of Chuck.
Okay.
I don't think that's very Oscar-y, though.
It's not very Oscar-y, but in an ideal world, do we wish that could have been nominated for the Oscars?
No.
I do.
No.
You came out of it like, this movie changed my life.
Yeah, but I don't think it's an Oscar-y film.
But isn't it... You said it was absolutely brilliant.
Yes,
one of
but
the best
Oscars,
films.
Yeah, because the Oscars don't have taste. They have weird taste.
Yeah, but I said in an ideal world.
In an ideal world, I would make my own award and give it an award.
This is the section of the episode where we're saying, okay, now F the Oscar nominations. What are films we wish could be winning?
But that's
an
not what
Oscar?
you asked.
That's what I meant.
You're asking me what films do I wish could win an Oscar, but the Oscars are stupid. That's my point. If you just want me to say like what are the best films that deserve an award, like then yeah. Sorry, I'll be very, very pedantic about that, but like just because I don't think Life of Chuck would ever have been considered seriously, I don't think that they would have taken it seriously enough, and that's their fault. That's a shame on their part. Okay, well, what about you? What do you think? Like, I'm gonna look up my list, and see what did I like in my 2025 best films of that year. I mean, okay, I think I had like 16 or something that year. Okay, We Live in Time, Nickel Boys, which I think these were. Because they were January, they were...
Nickel Boys is nominated last year.
They were last year. Sinners, Weapons, Life of Chuck, Lurker, The Long Walk, Pillion. Where the hell is Pillion here? A Complete Unknown, Urchin, Bring Her Back, Together, Hot Milk, Restless, Last Showgirl, I'm Still Here, Seed of the Sacred Fig, Hard Truths, Presence, How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies, A Real Pain, and Deliver Me From Nowhere.
So, and The Brutalist. Some of these were nominated last year. Okay.
Oh my god, Presence. Did Presence get anything? And Seed of the Sacred Fig?
Seed of the Sacred Fig was nominated last year.
Okay, good.
So, okay, some films that... So the way I interpret this question is I'm going to mix up films that may have been nominated for an Oscar if they had found room for them, or films that I wish could be nominated and just recognized. So Life of Chuck is... I think in another year could have easily been nominated because I think you're missing out on the fact that it's Hype Train. Does one thing or other get the Hype Train? Think about Everything Everywhere All at Once. That is completely bonkers and strange, and it got on the Hype Train. So that film, The Chronology of Water, I don't think that film would have been nominated because it's much too weird. But the performance, oh my gosh, I saw her in real life at the screening. What's her name? I absolutely know this actor. Not Kristen Stewart. No? She's a director. Okay. She could have been nominated. But I'm talking about the actress, Imogen Poots. She should have been nominated.
Okay.
That's an outrage. Even Mark Kermode agrees with me.
What about Eddington? Was that last year?
It was this year, but I'm just finishing my point about Imogen Poots. She was... Imogen, damn it. I was going to tell you I know how to say her name. She is stunning, babe. And listen to the Mark Kermode review of Chronology of Water. This is a performance that is absolutely physical, visceral. She should have won the Oscar this year.
Interesting. And she's not even nominated.
Not even nommed, because this movie's too art house.
Yeah.
But I guess.
No, I didn't like Eddington. I was just reminding you of things.
Oh, Eddington. Eddington was funny.
Yeah. Well, this thing, while I really like Life of Chuck, I think you've misunderstood my feelings about Life of Chuck.
You're not playing my game.
No, I'm just not playing it the way you want me to play it. But the thing is, I really liked it, and it felt very life-affirming in a way, but that doesn't mean that I'm holding it up as a perfect example of a film. I really, really liked it, but I think it felt like more of a personal enjoyment. I don't think that necessarily translated into being like an objectively perfect film, by any... I mean, you can't really argue that any of them are. This is all subjective.
I'm Sorry Baby.
I didn't like Sorry Baby
as much as you. Loved Sorry Baby. And in another year, they would have been nominated for something. Screenplay or acting. No other choice. Also, a lot of people were kind of mad that wasn't nominated for best.
It was pretty good. Do you know what I'm really glad isn't on here is Die My Love.
I was going to say Die My Love.
I'm glad that we don't have to have a Die My Love discussion. Die My Film.
No! Damn! I love it. I love it.
I just don't enjoy a film that hurts me that bad. You know what? I really enjoyed Lurker. I mean, it's not an Oscar thing, but I wish we'd seen it talked about more.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's what gets the hype or not.
It's really good. I've heard really good things about Hedda. The other things are... I just don't understand why Pillion's not here in some way, because I really feel like... you could have made a case. Like, I would have replaced at least one of those. I would have happily replaced Timmy with Harry Melling for Pillion.
I also would have replaced. The acting in Pillion is amazing. That might. I agree. It would have to have gotten a lot of hype given how kinky it is. Urchin, the main performance in that. If that had hit the hype train, like what's disappointing is it's like we're not seeing a lot of these like younger, exciting new performers.
Because you have to pay so much to get on the hype train. You have to pay to do all the networking and start throwing your weight around and doing the Anora thing. Like it's just
what's funny though, Urchin, that actor, he is a nepo baby, but he's great. Yeah, so really it is what it is, y'all.
Listen, let Harris Dickinson cook a little bit, okay?
Well, he's a director. His performance is whatever, but that main actor, I'm saying he's the writer and director, so he created that film. It's a really good film.
Excuse me. His actor, he stepped in after that actor dropped out. He wasn't even supposed to be in it, so he actually stepped in and still did that.
But I'm talking about the main actor in the film whose name I forgot. He's great. Also, Twinless.
Opus was a film that we saw. Oh my god, Twinless.
I didn't see Opus.
You did see Opus, and you hated it.
Oh my god, I did!
We saw it separately, and I warned you, and you still saw it anyway, and then
I was like, you're crazy. I didn't see Opus.
I was like, this was not good, and you're like, no, I gotta see it, and then we were both like, oh god, Ayo. Okay. Like, I need you not to do everything your agent says, because this was not a good fit for you. No. Like, you did your best, but even you can't carry this shit.
I just wanted to mention Twinless, because I'm obsessed. Obsessed.
Twinless actually deserves to be up here.
I agree that we have to draw a line somewhere. Perhaps this is just not the kind of film that would be recognized for the Oscars at all, because it doesn't have maybe the certain edge they would need, but I loved it. It was great.
Oh, you know what a film is that came out in 25?
What?
Love Hurts.
Okay, this is where we end the video. Cinema, worms.
Cinema, worms.